Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about what I'm watching on TV. So I know that for the longest time my husband and I like to chill out on the sofa watching different TV shows, whether it be the likes of Breaking Bad or Stranger Things, The Crown, whether it's I'm currently watching or have watched in the last couple of months. So during this pandemic, obviously, my husband and I tend to watch a lot more TV in the evenings. It's our downtime and chill out time. And yeah, it's just one of those things where you can just switch off and not think about the reality of what's going on out there in this world right now, which is the pandemic. So yeah, let's get started. So my husband and I recently finished watching the Serpent on BBC iPlayer. Typical, I actually missed the first showing of the episode on BBC, so I had to play catch up, and my husband watched it without me, so we both watched it again from the beginning, and yeah, it was really good. We had obviously no idea who this Charles Sobraj was. He was a murderer and he committed quite a lot of crimes with his girlfriend, and he posed as a gem dealer, and he was just one of those people that, you know, you got drawn into, just want to know what happened to him. And I was actually, after the first few episodes, I was actually Googling him to find out, who is this person? Is he still alive? Where is he now? What happened to his girlfriend? And it was just, you know, really captivating. So if you haven't watched it already, I mean, I highly recommend it, because it's one of those shows that, you know, you could probably just watch the once, I think, because once you know the storyline, then you don't really want to watch it again, I guess. But it's a really good TV show, and it's based in the 70s in Thailand. I finished watching it a few days ago, so I believe it's still airing on BBC, the episodes, but we couldn't wait, and as usual we binge watched. So yeah, I highly recommend it. It's one of those ones that was on top of the list in terms of good viewing. The next one is from Amazon Prime. It was quite a few months ago that my husband and I watched Jack Ryan. It's about a CIA agent and how he gets called in to investigate some dodgy dealings. He basically looks into some money trail, and he has to go into the field. Recommended by my sister-in-law, and yeah, she said to me that the first season's better than the second season, and I think I agree with that. From the first episode, it was a bit slow moving, but then you slowly get into it, and you know, you see the characters' history. It goes back into history slightly of what happened to him when he was, you know, in the war. And I think also I really like the main characters played by Wendell Pierce. He was really good. So he's the guy from Suits, who plays the dad of the main character. Like one of those characters that, you know, is quite classic. So I definitely enjoyed watching him, and so he kept us going, I think. You know, Jack, who was played by John Krasinski, I'm pretty sure that's wrong again. He was okay. I mean, like, you know, he's a good looking guy, so he was good to watch. And yeah, I think there was the other guy that was based in the Middle East. Again, you know, you see his story and what happened to him back in the day, and so it's going back into history and then it's going back into present, which I really liked. And so for my next show that I'd watched, it was prior to Christmas, I believe, now I want to say, and it's the Bollywood Housewives. So I caught my husband watching this show without me, and it's quite funny because I'd seen it on Netflix, and we've got a playlist that we have, you know, stored shows that we either want to watch at some point, and then we'll flick through it to see what we want to watch that evening. And I'd already seen it that saying continue watching, because I'm thinking, oh my god, he's already watched it without me. But I watched the show without him on my own. I think we watched 1 or 2 episodes in between where, you know, I think I hadn't even watched the first episode, and then just watched it without watching the first few and just carried on watching it with him. Expected a bit more juicier stuff in this program, and I was slightly disappointed. Like, I grew up from like in the 80s and 90s watching quite a lot of Bollywood with my parents and my sisters. Not so much anymore. I'm trying to get back into it, but I do feel like the Bollywood films nowadays are slightly different to compared to what I watched in my childhood. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange thing. You know, I don't know if I would want to watch these Bollywood films with my parents or my in-laws either. So it's quite strange to see, you know, there's a lot less clothing and kissing scenes and God knows what. So yeah. So going back to Bollywood housewives, I didn't actually recognize a lot of those characters, like the wives themselves. I mean, I am familiar with Anil Kapoor because obviously he's been in a lot of Western shows, but I think, and his brother as well, I recognized him. But it's just strange that these actual main characters that are meant to be in this program, I don't recall them. And so yeah, it was just, I mean, it was okay. I watched the episodes. It was just, I think, you know, one of those ones that was playing in the background. I wasn't really paying attention. Yeah, sorry, spoiler alert. It's really funny to see Shah Rukh Khan at the end with his wife. But yeah, I mean, I'm not much of a reality TV show kind of girl. Yeah, it just wasn't my kind of show. But sometimes, you know, you just have to watch some shows where you can just switch off and not think about it and have it playing in the background and be like, oh, okay, that's happened and that's it, you know, you move on with your life really. So yeah, I mean, if you really want to watch it, but nothing juicy really came out of it for me, to be fair. So what would I give these shows out of 10? So The Serpent would definitely get an 8 out of 10. But it's a really good watch if you're thinking about watching something which is quite short in the space of a few days. I think there's only 8 episodes, so it's a short one to watch and I highly recommend it. The Jack Ryan, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. So season 1, definitely 6 out of 10. We watched 2 seasons, so obviously we had a bit of a break from the first season and the second season, and yes, I completely agree that the first season is much better than the second season. So again, this one's a good one to watch. Bollywood Housewives, if I had to give it out of 10, I'd probably give it a 3 or 4, if that even. So yeah, I mean, I wouldn't really waste my time watching it. So thanks for watching and I'll see you in my next video. A con man and murderer called Charles Sobraj. And hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking you through my current TV watches that I've been watching recently. So So one of the things that we've noticed recently, like when we're watching these shows, my husband and I realized that you probably can't go into like the acting industry without doing a bit of nudity, because a lot of these shows have a lot of nudity, and it's just incredible how, like, you know, if you wanted to become an upcoming actor, that you probably have to take your clothes off. So just putting it out there. And so thanks for watching and I'll see you in a minute.